Hey, I just started learning Python, and for the next 50 days, I'll be solving 50 LeetCode problems. I'll get 30 minutes each problem, and at the end of each video, I'll be scoring myself on my personal scoreboard of shape. Hey, welcome to day 7. Today's problem is move zeros to 83. Let's start the timer and give it a read. So problem is actually really easy. It just needs us to move the zeros to the end of an array. So for example, if we are given a list of numbers and it has some zeros in the list, we're just gonna move the list zeros to the end, and we are not gonna be changing the order of the list as well. So if it's just 0, then it will be 0, and if it is 0 1 0 3 1 2, it will become 1 3 12 0 0. The first approach I am thinking about is if we can just go through each element in the list, and if we find a 0, then we will pop the 0 from there and insert it at the end using a while loop, because if we are using for loop, we are gonna get issues with the length of the list, because when we pop 1, it is gonna move our pointer 1 back, so it is gonna give us issues. First approach that I'm thinking about is the while, that we can go through each, and then if we find 0, we will put the 0 at the end and pop it from that area. The issue is that our problem is really a 2-pointer, and I think they're expecting a 2-pointer answer, and my answer is not 2-pointer. I will think about the problem more and try to figure out a 2-pointer solution. I guess we can just do we can have 2 pointers, and then we can use left and right to move the numbers. We can switch their places, and let me work on the code, then we can move forward. I have already spent over 15 minutes to think of a solution that we can implement using 2 pointers, but I just keep coming back to the solution that I was thinking about using only 1 pointer. The only thing I can think of is that we can use a pointer over here, that we will check if this is a pointer over here, and then we can have a pointer over here. We can check if the number is 0 or not, then we can switch them with the next number. And we have to do it for all the arrays that we get the zeros at the end. Let's start writing our code, because it's already been 17 minutes. We'll try to figure it out. I was trying to get a hint of Google, but I accidentally just saw the code. What I was doing wrong was I was starting another for loop inside I to get the second pointer to be pointing on the numbers. My logic was kind of okay, but what we really have to do here is that we are gonna be starting the both of the pointers at 0, and we are gonna be incrementing them as if we are not running into zeros, and then if we run into 0, we are gonna be switching them up, and we are gonna do so until zeros get to the end of the list and we are done with the whole list. I feel bad that I saw the code, but if I didn't saw it, I most probably would have wasted another hour. Let's try to make this code work. So what we are actually doing with this code is that we are gonna be starting our 2 pointers at the first element, and then if the I is not equal to 0, for example this one is equal to 0, it is gonna skip the first one and it will go to the second one, and j is still here. So we find that this is 1, this is not 0, so it is gonna switch up these two. 0 will come at the second place and 1 will come at the first, and then we are also incrementing j by 1. So j is here now, I is here now. It is again 0, it is gonna skip this one, it is now gonna go to here, it is non-zero, and then it is gonna switch this from here, and 0 will come here, and same with 12, and at the end we will get 1 3 12 0 0. That is our code, and I can't really say that I came up with this all on my own. I was really near, I guess so, but I accidentally saw the code, so I can't really take the credit. The main point is to learn something, and I guess I learned how to approach this type of problem. Let's try to run our code and let's see if we get this one right. We have passed the test cases. Let's try to submit our code. It works. So let's rank ourselves. I would say accidental. Yeah, that's probably be it. And 30 minutes. Our code took 3 ms. It was okay. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow we will be doing max consecutive ones, and please like, please subscribe. Bye.